So I just came top 16 at UK Nats playing Fiendsmith Bestial. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Apologies, it's been a while since I've last uploaded. That is mainly due to the fact that I've not had much to say in terms of my accomplishments in Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the last 18 months, except for now, because this last weekend I went to the UK National Championship and I managed to come in the top 16, and I was playing Fiendsmith Bestial of all decks. I'm still not entirely sure how it happened, but it was a great weekend. I was super happy with the results, and I thought I'd make a quick video kind of showcasing the deck, some of the choices that I made, and giving a quick rundown about the weekend altogether. So without further ado, let's get started. I played triple copies of Fiendsmith Engraver, 3 copies of Lacrimosa Crimson Tears, this is the best normal summon, 1 copy of Fabled Lurry, 3 copies of Fiendsmith Tract, and 1 copy of Fiendsmith in Paradise. And that's basically the deck. I am in love with these cards. They are just so strong, and the reliability of being able to turn any 2 monsters into full combo, I just value it so much. The amount of times across the tournament where I'd open no engine, but I'd have like Nibiru and then normal summon, a hand trap, and then full combo, and set up at least a Paradise, if not full combo. I just thought it was so strong. So that is the main engine of the deck. 3 copies of Lubellion, 1 copy of Magnemut, 1 copy of Druisworm, 1 copy of Saronir, and 2 copies of Baldrake. I kind of wish that I had played more, but I didn't want to play so many that if I got paired up against loads of Malice players, that they would kind of just be dead cards in my hand. And then of course we played the 1 copy of Regained, FDK versus Malice. Card is good, therefore we played it. For hand traps, 3 copies of Fuvalos, 3 copies of Perulia, 3 copies of Droll. There were a few times where I would see like a Mulcharmy plus Droll, and so they can kind of conflict that way. But you know, if your opponent's got an answer to a Mulcharmy, just draw him. Just draw him. It's that easy. Then we played 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 2 copies of Ghost Bell, 2 copies of Nibiru, and 3 copies of Imperm. Bell was so strong all weekend. It seemed as though all of my opponents had 3 copies of Call by the Grave in their main deck across the whole tournament. I saw so many, so I was even more thankful to have 2 copies of Bell in my main deck for that purpose as well. And then for the final hand trap, we played the Source, 1 copy of Cypher and Gear Gamma, and then of course the driver. I'm just going to sneak him under there for that. Shout out to Lampy, I saw he played it in his Fiendsmith Odeon deck at French Nats, and I just thought it was really cool, and I felt as though there would be a lot of utility for this deck in particular. You go Engraver, search Tract, they try and draw, Jane Gamma, and you just win the game. And then the last card in the main deck was 1 copy of Triple Tactics Talents. I kind of wish that this was a Call by the Grave instead, but hey ho. It came up a couple of times, not as many times as it came up for my opponents, but hey, I was never too sad to see it. 42 cards, you could probably cut the Gamma package to make it 40. I just wanted to play it because I thought it'd be funny and cute, and it was. For the extra deck, we played 2 copies of Fiendsmith Requiem, and then the sequence to go with it. Not much to say, it's just standard Fiendsmith cards. Let's just get them all out of the way right now. Dagman Day, the Closed Moon, this engine's just broken. It takes up a lot of extra deck space, but you don't care because the quality of these cards are just so good. Next we played IP and SP. This was kind of the flex spot of the deck. Necroquip Princess, and then 2 copies of Fiendsmith Desiree. There's an argument that you only need to play 1. I felt that 2 was correct for this event. 1 copy of Chaos Angel, this is kind of your instant win button against Mitsu Raizuel, one of the MVPs of the weekend for sure. 1 copy of M7, 1 copy of my boy Caesar, then Typhon and Zeus. For the side deck, we have 3 copies of Artifact Lancia, Shock Horror. We don't like Malice. This deck's matched up against Malice isn't very good at all, so you kind of just assume that you're going to lose game 1, and then you just blow them out game 2 with triple Lancia and then triple Meows. These cards were great when they were needed, and they won me the games that they needed me to win. And then to go with the Gamma in the main deck, played 2 copies of Delta. The logic for this was to mainly go against Mitsurugi. You can stop the prayers or the ritual going second. It's also got some utility against decks like Blue Eyes to stop the wishes, and I wasn't sad that I played it. It was cute, but it was also good. And then the last 2 hand traps beside is the 3rd Bell and the 3rd Nib. I wanted to prepare for Rogue, and I think the Nib is really good into Rogue. I would like to move the Bell into the main deck going forward, because it was so strong. Got one Duster, and then we side deck the Call by the Grave. And then for going first cards, we have 2 copies of Solemn Warning, and then the 1 copy of Antispell Fragrance. When building the deck, I didn't really consider the main thing that X Ryziel is a big threat, and that X Ryziel can just deal with this card, especially because I want to side it in against Mitsu Ryziel most of the time. So it didn't really come up, but it was funny. So what are some final thoughts about the weekend? Well, I would love to say that playing Fiendsmith Bestial was some kind of crazy meta call, that I knew that would be paired up against so much Mitsu Ryziel and other decks like that, but honestly it wasn't. I just really love the Fiendsmith cards, I really love the Bestial cards, and so I just wanted to put them together and see how it went. And I think that it was indirectly really good for that event, because there was so much Mitsu Ryziel and I didn't get paired up against that much Malice, which obviously there was a big luck factor involved in that. If you like that kind of mid-range control-y kind of style, I would definitely consider building the deck, because it was so much fun, and it was really rewarding to have my kind of technical abilities tested, going up against decks that were so much more powerful than mine. I was just really happy with it. I was really happy with the whole weekend in general. My only losses in Swiss were to Stun and Melodious, and everything else was meta, and the deck performed, which I can't ask for much more than that. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who made the weekend so special, and that includes the people at the Gamers Lodge. They are my local shop, and they're great. They vended at Nats, and I think they did brilliantly. Thank you to all of my friends who supported me over the weekend. You all know who you are. So yeah, I'm now super excited for Euros. God knows what I'm going to play for that, but we'll see. I'm still just enjoying this moment while it lasts. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you very much for your patience in waiting for more content. I'm going to try my best to keep on top of it. And yeah, if there's anything more you'd like to see, if you have any more questions about the weekend or the deck or anything, please do comment. Please do all the YouTube stuff. And yeah, I will see you all again in the next one. Thank you very much.